himself with his people. So from there, I came back here, and then I now went to London. And we had a conversation. And I explained to him the historical injustices. I had a memorandum that I had prepared, which we had forwarded in advance. And he agreed that he would try an out-of-court settlement. He negotiated it in the cabinet. They went to Parliament. And so the British Parliament approved the motion. And also an apology. So they agreed on out-of-court settlement, which is a token. They also agreed to come and put up that monument at Uhuru Park. I was there when we were breaking ground with the British High Commissioner for the construction, okay, of that monument. But that, of course, is not enough. It's not enough, and I was happy that this matter was raised during the visit to the king here. Actually, I was invited by the king to the dinner at State House. Because he is a personal friend. And we had worked with him and his foundation in rehabilitating Lake Naivasha, which was polluted, and marine life was actually dying in Lake Naivasha. So we met first in Oslo with the Prime Minister, then Prime Minister of Norway. And he asked me what his foundation could do. Then there were 4 projects we proposed. There was Mau Conservation, Abadeas, Nairobi River, and Lake Naivasha. They opted for Lake Naivasha. And then he organized a dinner in his residence in London. And I went with a delegation from here. And he invited the companies there which market Kenyan flowers in British markets. Tesco, Marks & Spencer, and several of those departmental stores. Immediately that evening, I was Minister Sally Kosgei. We had a pledge of 600,000 sterling pounds. By the morning, it was 1 million sterling pounds. Then he talked to the Dutch government and gave 6 million euros to rehabilitation of Lake Naivasha. And Lake Naivasha was rehabilitated thanks to then Prince Charles. So this matter was raised with him, and I was happy that Mr. Ruto raised it in his speech that day. And it's an ongoing conversation. Paul Mwita suggested a bipartisan approach of opposition and the government. But this must be an inclusive process that deals with all historical injustices and ensure that justice is done and that this matter is finally put to rest permanently. The late General Kiboko had mentioned when we went to bury Mukami in Nyandarua that they were the ones who buried Dedan Kimathi in Kamiti. That he knows where the Dedan Kimathi's grave is in Kamiti. This is an issue that need to be resolved. Mama Mukami, I wish all the times I was talking to her was that she wanted her husband to be exhumed, the remains, and be buried respectfully at their home. This is also a pending issue that we need to follow up. Because as General Kiboko said it, at the funeral there, later on he fell sick. I went to see him at Nairobi Hospital. He mentioned the same thing to me. But nothing happened. He then also died. As we are here ourselves, we want to ensure that this chapter is put to a proper close, satisfactorily. that those who sacrificed during our struggle, some of them who are dead, are remembered through their offsprings. And those who are now in their sunset years also are given support. The same way that the British government is doing to its war heroes. Those who fought in the Second World War, who are still alive today, don't worry about anything else. So this is what we should do ourselves so that we bring this chapter to a decent closure. And that's why I'm happy that this thing happened today. Gitu wrote a book, and he asked me to write the foreword, which I've written the foreword to the book which we are going to launch here today. In it, he has given a very good account of what transpired and how the betrayal happened. The wrongs which were done need and must be corrected. And I'm ready to work with you people to ensure that this is done. It's now my pleasure to move to the stage of launching the book.
So, ladies and gentlemen, kindly permit me to invite the following dignitaries to the stage. Mheshimiwa Giti wa Kahengeri, please come to the stage. The board chair, Davinda Lamba, Davis Malombe, our executive director, Professor Yash Pagal and Jill Pagai, Wanjiku Miano, Ms. Jessica Horn, Professor Kibutha Kibwana, Cornelius Oduor, the Deputy Executive Director. Yeah. Peter Kiama, please come over. Yeah. Maina Njenga. Dr. Bernard Mogesa, if you're around, please come to the front. Malumbe. Yes, Ndawapanga.
Diana, the architect of the memorial.
Yes, and Diana Lee Smith, the architect of the Mau Mau Memorial. Yeah, it's okay. Swale. Yeah. Washira Koitalel. Brian, please give them a copy of the book. Yes. Apoto. Malombe. Jessica, please come this side. Simama tu hapo. Nataka kuwapanga. Yes? This side. Martin, yes? Are you using the dummy? No. Nawapanga bado. Nawapanga. But the rest of you hold the book. Yeah, nawapanga.